Que tal quando terminar de ouvir seu podcast, assistir ao filme do ano? Barbie já está disponível na HBO Max para você ver quantas vezes quiser, de onde quiser. Bom, que a HBO Max é o lugar onde você encontra as maiores estreias do cinema, você já sabe. Mas a melhor parte, talvez você ainda não saiba. Você não paga nada a mais por isso. Dá para acreditar? Barbie e muitos outros sucessos de bilheteria você assiste na HBO Max.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Now, I want this to be a motivational episode, so that's what it is going to be. Like, I don't know why I had to ask myself that, or like tell myself that. Like, I want this to be a motivational. Like, no, it is going to be a motivational episode. So, anyways, title of this episode is going to be titled "Taking a Chance on People," because recently I had, I had to say, few important people in my life, just not overall give me the time of day to explain myself, take a chance on me, any of that stuff. So, yeah, it was from family to friends. It's just, it's kind of hard, trying to go through with something, and overall, you don't have people just believing in you. Now I feel like that's more so what the problem is when people just don't take a chance on you, is that they don't believe in you. They don't think that you could get the job done. They don't think you can achieve what everyone else has achieved in life, following in the same thing that you're trying to do. So that's why I encourage everybody, from my friends to my family to my fans, followers, everyone, it's always take a chance on somebody. Whether it's one person or many people, but take a chance on them. Don't have it where it's just they overall will never know, because and I feel like that's the one thing that it has people just lack in motivation. A person can't stay motivated if people are just not supporting them and just not being there for them. And trust me, I know that firsthand, just having nobody support you. And I still feel to this day nobody supports me. I feel I never really had a support team. To those that they'll hit me up and ask, there might be somebody after this that might hit me up and ask, and if not, then oh well. I just know how it is to not have no support, and it's not a good feeling. It seriously is not a good feeling. But one of my friends, though, he did tell me that, and it kind of that is something that stuck in my head, that it was the biggest people that we see all the time on TV, social media, everywhere and stuff, from restaurant owners to movie stars to musicians. There are so many people that didn't take a chance on them, and they didn't believe in them, they didn't support them, and they overall kept going. Because that's what it was more so when I was talking about how I almost had quit YouTube and things, and it was just it was just more so it's people didn't believe in me, and it was just that whole thing of having to self motivate myself. Eventually you get to the point where you can't really self motivate yourself anymore, and and I don't know, I'm not trying to beg or ask people to motivate me and things, but it's just good every once in a while to just hear some motivation and stuff, or hear some wise words, because I feel that seeing that people care and stuff, I feel that's what can get a person going and stuff. But it's you care, you put in everything that you could put in and stuff, and so it's now it's I feel that's when it's I don't know, maybe it's just being surrounded by the wrong people. That's honestly one thing that I thought about doing. I was maybe I should I was all I didn't even know if my headphones was on and off. I was sitting here with my headphones on the whole time, and I didn't realize they were on and off. But that was one thing that I've been thinking about for the longest, is I know when YouTube takes off, where am I gonna go? And I've sat here and I've thought about places where I can move to, because I'm maybe I should move to New York, maybe I should move to California, so at least I'm still on the West Coast and it ain't so far away and stuff. And I'm either way, I'm I just feel if I do decide that I'm okay, maybe I should go somewhere different, in things and just like be involved in a different environment, I feel like it's still going to be the same thing. Like I feel like I'll move, and that's what I'm like more so afraid of. Like if I move, then it's like it's gonna like what if I just go and I'm putting myself right back in the like same shoes that I just stepped out of. Like that's what I'm like. I don't want to do all of that. Like I'm like and that's I feel like that's like me. Like you should like listen to your own words. Like take a chance on stuff because like I don't know. It's something that's like lingering in my mind. Like I told one of my friends I'm probably never gonna leave Seattle, but at this point now I'm like, no, I need to get out of Washington. I need to just be involved in a different environment and stuff. Like overall, I could just go to different spots in Washington, but I don't even know like a place to go to in Washington. Like that's the thing. So I'm like, nah, I need to I just need to be in a different place, like a different state, maybe a different country. I don't know, but just get away from everything. Like I should just follow my high school dreams and go move to Canada. And I'm gonna have to get like a passport and then like a citizenship thing and all that stuff. And I really don't feel like going and doing all of that. So I don't know, man. It's up in the air right now. Like I don't know what I want to really do. But it's yeah, when the time comes, like I'll think of something. I'll think of something by then. But it's like I just feel like maybe if I go to a different environment, then it's like maybe people there would like kind of take a chance on me. But I feel like by then, if I'm like already like doing what I want to do full time, which is YouTube, and then I'm like I feel like that's somewhere it's like I shouldn't have to worry about people taking a chance on me if I've already like lived out my dream and I'm like I'm living out my dream and I'm doing what I want to do and stuff. I feel like that's like that point in time, like who really cares and things. Like just continue focusing on yourself and continue opening up more doors for yourself and for others. But it's like I just feel like that's another thing though. It's like when you get put in that environment where it's like nobody believes in you and taking a chance. And my thing is, it's like that's what I try to like teach people and stuff. Like believe in other people, because if you show like no support to a person, I feel like that can get to them, and then that's the environment that they think that they should be involved in. And luckily for me, I'm like I can tell like whether an environment is bad or not, but I feel like that's one thing where I'm like I'm really scared of, is that I don't want to be that person where I'm like nobody supported me, so why should I support them? And then just overall just like closing doors and opportunities on people because it's just of my own personal experience. And so I really don't want to put my own personal experiences out there and stuff, but I'm just like I'm afraid that that's going to happen. Like I've had that happen to me my whole life where I just feel like that overall nobody I feel like back then when I was a kid all the way up until now being an adult, like nobody really believes in you unless they have like the same dreams and the same passion and stuff. But I feel like, and even then, like there's people, it's like people, it's either that, it's like they just don't believe in you, or it's a competitive thing where it's like they do believe in you, but they think you're going to be better. So they're overall just trying to outshine you and stuff. So I feel like it's like, yeah, it's just people competing and people just not supporting others and stuff. So I don't know where that really like leads me and things. Like I don't know, like if people ask me like do I see myself as a competitive person, I don't know. Like I would have to say like I'm like competitive when it's like funny. Like it's like if we having like a foot race or we playing Mario Kart or something, then yeah, of course I'm gonna be competitive. Choose Donkey Kong and I'm gonna knock you off the cliff. But like in some like serious stuff like me, I'm like nah, I wouldn't really say that I'm competitive. Like I don't know, like I haven't really been put in a situation where I felt like I have to be competitive in things. But I'm like, I mean, I know friends like that, are into YouTube and stuff. And yeah, I'm like, I don't really see myself like competing with them. I'm like, they're just like friends of mine that's doing like so good, right? There's like one friend of mine, and I have to say that's like the one and only person I know that's like into YouTube like me and things. But he got like 40,000 subscribers right now. I think like either 30,000 or 40,000. And yeah, I'm like, I would have to say he's doing good for himself. He's a part of this clan. Like I was like, yeah, he's doing really good for himself right now. So I can't say like I wouldn't really like sound like competing with them and things. Like I don't know, I might have like a friendly competition, but it's like something where I'm like, overall I still got this person's back regardless of you know, how competitive I get and things. Like, no, I'm like gonna still be like making like, or be, well, I don't know, I haven't made a video with this guy in a while. I should like hit him up and be like, hey, we should just work on some videos together and stuff. But yeah, other than that, like, I wouldn't say that I'm competitive. I don't know, I try not to be competitive. I think I'm doing pretty good at it and stuff. But what else can I freaking talk about? I don't know. But yeah, mainly I wanted to just kind of say that because I was just like, in just recent events and then previous events and pretty much my whole life, I just feel like that nobody has really taken like a chance on me and things. And I don't want to be that person where I'm like, all right, well, nobody ain't taking chances on me, so why should I take a chance on them? And yeah, I'm like, I don't want to be that person. Like, I'm like, and I already know if I do become that person, like, I'm going to be a douchebag. I already know it. Like, I'm like, and I just feel like that. I'm going to say this, right? I'm just like, everything that I'm saying in this episode right now, just like putting everything that I got to say out there and things. I feel like I'm going to say all of this and it's just not going to matter. I feel like, I don't know, it's like a test or something that's like, okay, well, you know, you didn't put this out there, you didn't set this. Now, like, let's really like put it to the test and things. Like, let's see if you're gonna be this person that you don't want to be. And I don't want to fail that test. I really don't. So, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know whether people support me or not. And it's like, it's in a situation where it's like, I do care, but at the same time, I don't really care. Like, I would care if somebody did tell me that they supported me, but if they don't, then I'm just like, you know, just got to continue doing what I'm doing and stuff. But it's like, man, it's so hard, like, not knowing that a person supports you and stuff. But it's like, still, like, you know, you have this dream, you have this passion, and you ain't gonna give up on it and things. But today I was like, man, like, I was just so out of it and stuff, because I was like, I got everything set up to make videos, and I did make some videos. I made a couple of videos and things, and but it took me a moment to just kind of like get in position to make my videos. Like, I was like laying here and things, just like acting all depressed and crap, and I'm like, why am I acting like this? Like, why am I doing this right now? And I actually had to like sit down and like talk to myself, like, you know, like, the people that you trying to impress or the people that you like doing this for, like, they don't want to see this side of you. Like, so you gotta, like, my thing is like, I was like sitting here telling myself, like, you gotta get up and then like just like, you know, do what you do best in things, and that's like entertaining the crowd. So it's like, you can't entertain the crowd being depressed. And like, yeah, I mean, like, it's, well, I mean, like, I don't know, people be hiding that stuff and things. So overall, I'm like, and people ask me like, do I hide mine? I'm like, it's on sometimes, like, there's days where I'm like, I'll be having a good day, and I feel like it's just like sitting there in silence, or when Marvin's Room comes on my spot, I need to take like all my sad music off of my like freaking phone. I need to just start listening to freaking, I don't know, all my angry music and my happy music. That's the only type of music I feel like I need on my phone right now. Angry music and happy music. But I don't know too many happy songs out there. Like, I don't know. I need to download more happy songs instead of downloading angry songs. Like, I was over here listening to this one song by this musician named Craig Zen, and it's called Rooted. And man, I was listening. I've pretty much been listening to that song all weekend. It doesn't even help. Like, I know people are all like, maybe you should step away from music. It doesn't. I just got me some new headphones. I'm not gonna step away from music no time soon. But stuff like that, where I'm all like, man, it's songs like that where I'm like, will be in a situation, and then that song would come on, and I'm just sitting there just like angry and upset, and then like be wanting to like just like, you know, just like go off on something and things. But I'm like, nah, it's like, that's not the way. Like, that's not who I am and things. I'm like, not anymore, at least. I'm like, I'm not that person. I can't be that person. Because yeah, I had to say, back when I was a kid, like, I was that person. Like, if something didn't go down the way I wanted it to go down, then yeah, I'd get a little bit mad about it, get a little upset, and then just take my anger out on everything. But I'm like, nah, like, I don't know, I can't be that person. That just takes too much energy out of me and stuff. And I'm like, I'm trying to save my energy for the better moments in my life. And so it's just like, man, I know people are gonna be like, you sound like a really difficult person. I swear I'm not a difficult person at all. I'm just dealing with some like difficult things in my life, and overall, I like, it's stuff where I'm like, I know I have to just like figure it out and solve it myself. But man, I'm like, if I could just like have like that one just person to just grab my arm and then they'd like, I'm putting in the work of like walking myself, but then also just kind of like having somebody kind of like carrying me, giving me an extra push or something, kind of like Lightning McQueen at the end of Cars and things like that's a bad movie to reference. Like, that's just because then people gonna be thinking I'm like crazy or I'm over here cracking jokes and stuff. But I'm being serious and things. Like, everybody needs like an extra push in life. I feel like that's where like just push your friends to like better things in life because it's hard for them. It's really hard for them. Like, I don't think people realize that if you got like a friend right now that's struggling, or not even like so much as struggling, but just like they got something going on for themselves and it's just like you don't really see nobody else supporting them or like helping them out, like just be that person that supports them and things. Like, see, that's because me, I was like, people, if they ask me do I do that, I'm like, I try to do that stuff all the time. Like, I try supporting people that I'm like my like friends, families. I like, there's times where I'm like over here shouting out like my friends like little brother and stuff. What else? Like, I'm like then like with my friends, I'm like, or even like shouting out my like friends like sister and things. There's like one of my, well, I would have to say like we're pretty much friends at this point, but there's like a couple of friends of mine where, and it's funny how both of my friends, they have a sibling that's in photography. So yeah, the first friend, I remember they was like telling me about how like they got like a painting business and stuff. And like, yeah, if you follow my like promotional account where I'm like promoting people and things, you probably see me promote that business. And then with one of my then another, it was a co-worker turned friend. And yeah, she has a sister where I'm like, and she's in photography and things. I'm like, oh, I had to like shout her out or like do something for her and stuff. Like, I don't know, I just don't like seeing people struggle. Like, that's pretty much just who I am. I'm like, I just don't like seeing a person struggle and stuff. Like, you could be doing good for yourself, but I'm like, the thing is, like, I've seen that too many times where it's like people they would be on top of the world, be doing good for themselves, and then all of a sudden, like, you hear that they're dealing with depression and things. Like, look at Robin Williams. Like, I don't really want to use him as an example and stuff, but I'm saying, like, that man was on top of the world. Like, he was one of the best comedians and stuff. And he was like one of my favorite comedians. Like, I watched that man's movies and I was always laughing. But you didn't think like somebody like him would be dealing with depression and stuff until you like hear the stories and things. And so you're like, dang, man. Like, I'm like, that's what I'm just more so afraid of. I'm like, I just want to like let people know like you're not alone. Like, we're all like everybody is like there for you and stuff. You just gotta like figure out like which one is like really going to be there for you like forever. Like, it was like, doesn't matter like how depressed or like how angry, sad, or anything that you get, like they're there for you 24/7. Like that, a friend, like somebody like that. I'm like, I feel like everybody needs somebody like that. I need somebody like that. Like, people that's probably listening, you need somebody like that. If you don't have somebody like that already in your life, but we all need somebody like that, man. It's because it's just, people don't realize like it's hard for people out here and stuff, and it's like, especially when you think you all alone in this and stuff. Like, it's like even like listening to musicians. I know the one musician XXX Tentacion, like hearing his music and things, and it's like, dang, man, it's like times where I can like relate to the music, and there's times I'm like, dang, man, like it's like you see like you hear like other people, they haven't even like much more worse situations and things, and so that's like, it's hard. Like, I don't think people realize that, and so it's like, I don't know. It's like everybody's different, and I think that's that's, I mean, it's like, I mean, it's good, but at the same time, it's like I just kind of wish like people would understand more. It's like people would just like kind of like sit down and like think about the situation, about like, dang, like especially if they ain't never like really been in this situation, and it's like they sit down, they can like fully understand it and like understand how the person feels, and then just kind of like sit down and listen to them. Because I don't know, like I've had it where I've like sat down and talked with friends about stuff, and they just kind of like just push it up and be like, oh yeah, it's like, it's like, it's just keep going and things, like keep doing. But I'm like, to actually sit there and to think like, how hard it is for something and stuff. That's why I'm like, that's why I feel like that when it hits a person like that, like, then that's when I'm like, like I feel like that's when it gets to them. It really does get to them and stuff. And that's like, I think that's more so who I am as a person, where I'm like, I like see like a person is like struggling with something, And me, I'm like, I can't be that person where I'm all like, oh, like, you know, like, hopefully you get through it and stuff. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, I gotta check up on you. I gotta see if you okay. Like, if I see you posting about something, I'm like, nah, I gotta check up on you and see if you okay. Like, I gotta do like a checkup. Like, I'm like, I got to, because if like I just can't be that person that ignores and stuff. And I'm like, because I remember I was like that with one person, and I haven't heard from that person since. And I'm just like, and that's a person I think about all the time. And it's like, we wasn't that close of friends, but I know they were dealing with some stuff, and I haven't seen them post on social media. Like, I don't have a phone number, nothing. And it's like, dang, like, are they okay and stuff? But I should try to figure out whatever, because I'm like, hopefully they're okay. I hope they are. I know their brother, so I'm like, if I really needed to, I could just check up on them and stuff. But yeah, check up on your friends, be there for your friends. What did I say I was going to title this episode? And I got to go all the way back 20 minutes to see what I was going to title this episode. Freaking, I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to end this episode now. So yeah, thank you guys for hearing me out. Thank you for hearing my little vent session and things, because that's overall what it was. Yeah, thank you guys for viewing this. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you are purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, and it will knock $20 off your first purchase. So, anyways, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I do serious episodes like that. Should I really be promoting freaking promo codes to a website and things? It feels so weird doing that and stuff. But hopefully, I'm like, that's a way of me helping somebody. I don't know. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.